Hey everyone, TTT here. Now let's get to some lessons.
Hello!
Yep, view lesson options.
Study time.
And continue.
Ready for a new lesson?
We've got a meeting with that mysterious woman. Let's go into the classroom and see what information she can share with us. To the classroom. Chapter 4. Secrets Unraveled.
Hello!
Welcome to our classroom. Before we begin, would you be so kind as to tell us your name?
My name is Kyoko.
And who are you?
My name's Daisuke.
This is Thomas. Hello. Our companions with us are Tia, Owen, Charlotte, Andrea, and Misha.
Understood.
I see. Then, shall we start?
Yes!
Please, tell us everything you know about the monsters in the city. Very well.
The monsters that have invaded Osaka are not what they seem. They are known as obake, shape-shifting spirits, long known as legend in Japan. The obake take the form of everyday objects in order to surprise their prey. There are tales from history that detail the forms of obake. Umbrellas, signposts, appliances, toys. Obake will take any form necessary to get close to their prey without detection. However, this is the second time in history that they've been known to take the form of something different. As you have seen, each obake you fought is in the shape of a katakana character. They have obviously seen our writing and have hidden themselves among our society. Perhaps they hid within books, on posters, signs, newspapers. In the shape of katakana, no one would see them, and thus they have gathered strength, patiently waiting within our society for the right time to strike. This happened one other time, about 10 years ago. Obake, in the form of hiragana, invaded a neighboring country. They also attacked Japan, but a group of travelers managed to defeat them. Since that time, no obake has been seen. Or so it was, until recently.
I see.
Wow, this explains so much. It finally makes sense as to why we are fighting katakana characters.
I'm relieved.
I'm glad I could help.
Oh,
There's one other thing though. What exactly is your role in all of this? I figured you would ask that. I am a spirit hunter. My family has been Japan's defense against the supernatural for many generations. My partner Satomi and I are the last two of our clan. Because of that, there's only so much we can accomplish alone. When the Obake attacked 10 years ago in the form of hiragana, we were still in training. We were too young to defend our country. This time, we're ready. I don't understand. Why did you let us get attacked? You didn't step in to help us.
I apologize.
I apologize for that. It wasn't my decision. Satomi asked me to challenge you. It was the only way I could think of. Satomi wanted to see if you were capable of assisting us. She is very pleased with your results. Please, don't put us in a situation like that again. Where's this Satomi anyway? She's investigating outside the city. It would appear there are obake all over the country. The invasion is far more widespread than we thought. That means you need our help, right? You can't defeat all the obake on your own.
Yes.
We could definitely use your assistance.
alrighty then.
We shall lend you our aid. After all, we share a common goal. We must save Japan.
Thank you.
Truly.
Aha!
Since our group is still learning katakana, we'll remain in the city a while longer and continue our lessons. You are welcome to join us.
Understood.
I appreciate the offer. Firstly, I will go assist Satomi, but I will return shortly.
I see.
Very well. Everyone, let's continue with our lessons and keep clearing the obake out of Osaka. Kyoko, we'll be seeing you soon.
Farewell.
Yes, farewell for now.
Study time.
Okay, time for our next lesson. Here we go. Would you believe it? It's time for our fourth katakana lesson. The characters above are Ta, Chi, Tsu, te, and to. They follow our vowel sounds and order like usual. There's two exceptions this time. Chi adds an H sound and Su adds an S sound. I'll take you through these new characters one by one. Time to tackle the first one.
Ta,
Ta, like in the word taco.
ta,
Stroke count 3. The second stroke goes horizontal and then curves down, in just one stroke. You've practiced similar in previous katakana.
chi,
Chi, it's one of the exceptions in this set. Instead of being a T sound, it's used to represent CH. Pronounce it as chi, like in the word cheap.
chi,
Stroke count 3. Be sure to tilt the first stroke on a slight angle. The second stroke should be closer to horizontal.
tsu,
Tsu. Does it look familiar? It's a tricky one due to its similarity to Shi. Pay careful attention to it in the writing animation coming up shortly. This is one of the exceptions in the set due to the S sound in the middle. Pronounce it as tsu, like in the word tsunami. The T at the start is very soft and almost unheard.
tsu,
Stroke count 3. To distinguish this character from Shi, the two short strokes are angled more vertically and the final stroke is written from top to bottom.
te,
Te, like in the word tennis.
te,
Stroke count 3. This character looks a bit like Chi. Note that the first stroke is more horizontal and the final stroke doesn't intersect both horizontal lines.
to,
To, like in the word toe.
to,
Stroke count 2. Finally, a nice and simple character. The second stroke comes out from around the middle of the vertical line. Congratulations, you've learned 5 new katakana characters. You're getting good at this. I bet you know what's coming up next. Dakuten. Nope, no saving yet. The Dakuten can be added to ta, chi, tsu, te, and to make the syllables into D sounds instead of T. I'll go through them all individually because 2 of these are not like the others.
da,
Da, like in the word dark.
da, ji,
G, it's not a D syllable. Uh-oh, wait a minute, haven't we already got a character for G? Wasn't it G from our last lesson? It's true, this character doubles up with G and represents the G sound. However, it's very rarely used. You won't see it often. When you need to write G in katakana, it's safest to use G. Pronounce it as G, like in the name Jeeves. Write Shi as normal, then add Dakuten marks like above.
ji, zu,
Zu. We've done it again. This is another character that already has a sound from a previous lesson. It's the same as Zu. Like with G, the character Zu is rarely used. Use Zu instead when you want to write Zu. Pronounce it as Zu, like in the word Zoo. Oh my god, are you for real? Write Zu as normal, then add Dakuten marks.
zu, de,
De, pronounce it as de, like in the word den.
de, do,
Do, pronounce it as do, like in the word dao.
do,
We've finished this set, you superstar. You obtained Study Guide 4. Before we turn, I have some important things to teach you. In this special lesson, we will be discussing katakana pronunciation. As you've learned so far, each katakana character has just one distinct pronunciation. This is great for us because it helps us to easily read words. There are a couple of little rules to keep in mind, and these come into play. Sorry, had to yawn. With long vowels and double consonants. We'll cover long vowels first. A long vowel occurs when you see the... How do I pronounce that? is it just... no. Oh, dash, right. I should have just read on a bit. This dash character signifies that you should draw out the length of the preceding character. For example, when saying keiki, you would draw out the length of the ke character. For kohi, you need to draw out the sounds for both ko and hi because they both have a dash placed after them. When written in Romaji, you'll sometimes see double vowels written like o or e. This represents the sound of the long vowel. There isn't much more to long vowels. Practice reading them when you come across them. Now we'll focus on double consonants. Like consonants, in Japan are made up of syllables such as ka and ki. You won't see two consonants directly next to each other like ck or tt in English. Instead, double consonants are separated by tsu. Look at this and think, why is the character for tsu? Look closely at the use of tsu in the text above. Does it look a bit smaller than usual? This small tsu is used exclusively for representing double consonants. It can be hard to pick out from a regular sized tsu at first, but you'll get the hang of it. When you see the small tsu, you don't pronounce it as tsu, and instead you treat it as a very brief pause before pronouncing the consonants. You would pronounce the example above as chiketo, but pause ever so slightly before saying the to. At the end. Chiketo. And that's how you pronounce double consonants in Japanese. The last bit of information is to do with small vowels. Small vowels look like this: a, i, u, e, and o, instead of the usual big-sized ones. Small vowels are included in Japanese to help create sounds not normally present in the Japanese language. Since katakana is used to write lots of foreign words, the introduction of small vowels was necessary. Take a look at the word artisto above. The small e is used after te to create the sound t. This isn't a normal sound made in Japanese. After all, the Japanese closest to t is chi. For now, it's enough to keep in mind that small vowels change the pronunciation of words slightly. Once you've completed all your katakana lessons, we'll provide a list of effects small vowels have on each katakana. That wraps up this pronunciation lesson. You can revise this lesson by speaking to me back in town. Now that the lesson is finished, let's have a short quiz to test what you've learned. Chi, de, to, da, and tsu. Oh, which one is it? Which one is it? Hey, you did it. You answered all those questions correctly. I saw katakana monsters that look like the characters we just learned. They're hanging around the north side, blocking access to the train station. Go defeat them and we can access the train station. Get going, champion. But first, I think our new members need some more equipment. At least some head armor. Sure, let's take the better one. Should we also take a weapon? Nah, they've got no weapons already. Alright, then I think up here. Wait, which set did we just have? It's the tough set, so not this one. Here we go. Which one's the first one? A G.
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 Wow. And enfeeble. Would have thought that would be paralyzed at first glance.
G.
Then T.
T.
Better heal me just in case. Ooh, nice. That was a really clutch dodge.
T.
T.
Tia, you heal yourself.
Ta.
It's still kinda weird that the most difficult battle is right at the start of an area. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Ta.
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 And a zoo.
Z. Z.
Z.
The enemies were defeated. The path leading into the train station is now open, and we'll go in there next time. So, until then, bye bye!